If you base your messaging on what customers are telling you their needs are, whether it's through voice of the customer research or salespeople doing discovery questions, you are then inclined to connect those identified needs to the specific capabilities that respond to those needs, right? Here's the problem with creating your so-called value messaging and value propositions in this red box area here. You're going to be delivering commodity messages in the market that won't differentiate you. Why? Because all of your competitors are relying on and responding to the exact same inputs from prospects and customers. And more or less, you'll respond with similar capabilities to meet those needs. The result is a commoditized conversation. But how can that be? You did everything the way you've been told and trained all these years. Sadly, for all that effort, your prospects and customers will see little difference, and they'll become very indecisive or decide there's no urgency to change. Or if they do actually make a decision, they'll turn to the one place they can make some differentiation and try to get you to lower your price. What happens next is that you start a desperate search for differentiation. And the typical go-to move for companies is to start introducing what you believe to be strong capabilities of your company that are outside of the red box story. These are unknown strengths to the prospect, which you start introducing into the story and calling them your value-added services. Value-added services are supposed to be the key difference makers that separate you from your competitors. But there's just one big problem with these so-called value-added capabilities. Your prospects don't hear your message the way you intend it. Decision-making research identifies something called choice overload. So, in this situation, what really happens when you introduce these additional value-added capabilities is that the customer perceives them not as value-add, but instead they perceive them as adding cost and complexity, the exact opposite of what you intended. To create a sense of urgency to change and a strong preference for you and your solution, you have to get outside the red box. You need to introduce your prospects to unconsidered needs. These are problems or challenges where they're unaware that the issue exists, or they undervalue the size and speed of the issue and its potential impact on their business. This creates a sense of urgency to change and creates a context to introduce your unknown strengths. Now, your prospect has a reason to care about these strengths. They go from not adding value in the red box to being invaluable when told in the green box story, where the unconsidered need leads the way. We call this area your distinct point of view. It's here that your message and customer conversations can create unexpected urgency to make a change and show unique value by amplifying the need for the underappreciated strengths of your organization. Unfortunately, most companies are stuck in the red box, but that's where corporate vision's power positioning can help.